Evening, welcome everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. This is live stream 421. So I'm just talking a bit about this the end of the car boots. Plus, I've started my vintage journey, even though I had an account for over a year. So we get into that. Got a few items on there at the moment while waiting to be sold on. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're regular, welcome back. My name's Peter, part-time eBay reseller, run Legend, as you know. I have a eBay store, vintage account, all that sort of stuff. eBay store's in the description below. I have an Instagram account and Facebook page in the description below. I've got a gaming channel, and I will try and go live at some point, but maybe next week when I'm more free rather than, you know what I mean, being really busy. You can buy me a coffee on my Ko-Fi page, etc., etc., etc. So do check it out, all in the description below. If you've got any comments, questions, put them in the side chat. Let me just sort myself out. We're all good. So I'm talking a bit about car boots. Do you think car boots are at the end, meaning like at the end of their life for good, or meaning that they're not going to be so good over the next however many months they're on till, for me, which is the beginning of November? Let us know. We've got 10 watching. Pete's popped in. Welcome, Pete. And BCP, welcome, welcome. And Pat's popped in. Hope you well, Pat. Yeah. So I'm just thinking about varying things. So, yeah. Yeah, right. Thinking about like, hi, Chris. Thanks for popping in, mate. Appreciate it. Got any questions? I'll put them inside chat. I'll put them on the old starred section. So, right. Let's go with car boots and then vintage. So, usually, hi Ian, thanks for popping in, mate. Usually with car boots, usually it's you've got like a start March time, sometimes all year round. Hi, Antwerp, thanks for popping in. Like all year round for car boots. But one that I go to, usually most of them are March, one's April, up until about November time normally. But the one I went to last weekend and on Bank Holiday Monday at a rugby club is on from May until end of August, a bit like the one that used to be local to me, which closed down back end of last season, which was a shame because it was a nice car boot. Because the bloke who used to own it died, and then they're going for redevelopment for housing, all that sort of stuff, you know. So basically, I find that usually March, middle of March, and April is usually a bit hit and miss with car boots. Same with the weather, you're usually quite poor. And then May, June, and July, it's average. Weather's a bit better, and you can try and go to a few other car boots, not just the one that's local to you. And then August is, I find, usually rather good. Because like there's been times when I've done my local car boot, and it's been like from one end to the other. And then at a rugby club, like they've been really good. Got some really cracking stuff. If you haven't seen that video, do check it out. It's in the my page. Let me just get that video out because I went to the rugby club last Sunday, and I second best haul there of the year. Personally, the second best haul ever, £91.50 into £347. And obviously that's before eBay fees, etc., and whatever else, you know. Let me put it in here. Car boot video, latest car boot video. There, you can check that out after the stream. All that. If you haven't seen it already, I did really well. And in fact, like after I find the bank holiday weekend, which this year it's quite early. It's this weekend. Normally it's the last weekend of the year, but it is the 23rd to the 25th. So for Saturday to Monday. I'm not going anywhere Saturday because I'm saving the money for Sunday and Monday. Sunday at my local and Monday at the rugby club for the last one of the season. I thought, you know what, I've got to get there. Because that's what's down south. We say the cut above, basically meaning it's the better or the best of a lot. Like some car boots, you get absolute rubbish. But other car boots, like that one down there, it's a nice area and you get some good stuff like the cut above, you know. So after August, I find that car boots decide to dwindle. No one really wants to sell. It gets darker earlier. It's getting darker now. Like darker earlier. Like it's not light until way after 7. My local car boot holds people going in till it is light, so it's long. But people don't want to sell. You get the dealers and traders and stuff, but a lot of people don't want to sell. That's why I tend to look at more, like going to more jumble sales, which during the summer months there's hardly any on, which is sod. Like there's not that many jumble sales in so I'm just going to check in July, because if you go back to June, there is a handful. July, not many, and in August, there's none. It's dead for August for jumble sales, and then September, that's when the jumble sales they start becoming relevant, like September, October, November, and you just can crack up every weekend, literally every Saturday. Jumble sale, jumble sale, jumble sale. So as many as I can get to, you know. But like, so when the jumble sales start back end of January, you've got like February's a decent month for that, and then you've got like March, April, and May, right? That's 4 months, and then I say June's okay because you've got like January, July, and August, hardly any, and December, right? So you usually quite a lot of months that are decent for jumble. That's why at the end of August, bank holiday weekend, I try and ramp up going to more jumbles when I can find them. Some of them you can find easily. Some are really hard to find. Let me know in comments down below on side chat. Do you find that car boots sort of perceivably get worse after the bank holiday weekend, or do you still find good stuff at the car boots? Because I'm trying to work out, so February, March, April, February, March, and April, and May, probably good for jumbles. And then September, October, November, great. Then you got January, June, July, August, and this December, crap for jumbles, mainly in summer months when it's warmer and get out and go places. People will often go, oh, not doing jumble sales, I'm doing sound sale and so on, okay. But when it's freezing cold, raining, and I remember going to a jumble, it was about 40 minutes away or more, down south west. Well, actually where it is. And last year, and it was raining, it was howling, it was the worst weather ever. It was crap. I saw bullfines there and that, and it's just like, what's the point of going? But some of them you go. Because I went to one last year. It was not too far away, and it was sweating, it was sweltering, it was lovely. Some of them are nice, but it depends, because some of them are really big and some of them are tiny. But if you're doing like 2 or 3 or 4 jumble sales per day, and then you've got to really work out the time to actually go to these places. But personally, for car boots, I find that you've got like certain times, especially after the bank holiday weekend, where it just gets crap, and then you've got like March when they start, about half through March, April and May, where they're not so good, and then June, July, August, when they're brilliant, and then September, October, and November, usually crap. But you've got to go because you never know what you're going to find. To be honest, I think most of them beginning of November. One of them is finishes September some point. Which is like the bigger one. So I need to get back to at least one more time. But it's just like some of them, like one at the rugby club, May till September, May till end of August. Because as I say, the one I used to go to locally, that closed down because someone, the person who used to run it died, and apparently going to redevelop it for housing in the field. Like it was on from May until like beginning of September. Like the one where Pete, Sales of the Unexpected, does go because he lives locally to this car boot. Used to be on a Saturday. It used to go occasionally. It used to be quite good. Where I got a load of West Ham football programs, a number of years ago now, 2021. It was after the COVID stuff, and I picked it up there on a Saturday. But they only do a Wednesday car boot there because there's lots of car boots. They'd found out about like last year and that I realised that Wednesdays there's like Wednesdays and Thursdays and stuff and all that during the week. So there's one that's down south, two. I'm not going to say where they are. 1, 2, 3 that I can think of, and then you've got other ones like nearer where Ricky lives and Lucy's car boot and all that does during the week. And as I cannot get to during the week for the car boots, I just do Saturdays and then sourcing if I need to source, like on Marketplace and stuff and Vinted if I want to, or free sites. You know what I mean? But personally, like you've got to get out there. You've got to get out there and do it. As if you can make them. Like I always find that, like but basically I always find that you're like, okay, I didn't go to car boot so-and-so time or so-and-so. Damn, I'm going to miss that. And then you miss those car boots or whatever source opportunities you tend to try and do. And it sort of does, at the end of the season, bites you in the arse. Literally. Because you think, I should have got so-and-so. Especially when people tell you, it's very big. I'm like, okay. I used to be like, when people used to tell me, it's very big, and I've got so-and-so, like, by messaging or find me up on that. Or I see people's videos, and I'm like, shit. Like, that was years ago. And I'm like, okay. But for the last couple of years, I'm like, well, fine. I know I'm going to find stuff, and I have found lots of good stuff. Got bags and bags of it. Stuff I brought last Sunday at the car boot. I was piling that stuff up, piling. I've been back to the car about 4 times. Get rid of stuff. It was good. Good car boot. Because as I say, the cut above there and that. But these days, I'm not too fussed. Like, because I think twice at the rugby club this season, it's been poor. Once I couldn't go. And then once someone messaged me to say, like, my local was very big and I got this. I'm like, okay, fine. But it's just like, you've got to just think, where am I going to go? Because you never know what's going to be decent. And sometimes we get it wrong. But I know personally I do, but yeah. But no. Also, I took a day off yesterday. If you saw my personal Facebook page, if you're on there, I took a day off yesterday. If you're on my personal Facebook page, Instagram, or my Facebook page that I've got for my reselling, which is in the description below, the reselling one. Is it? Yeah, Pete Ray's Ventures, Life and Adventure. Check it out. I got loads of photos and some videos where I've been. Because I decided to go up London. I avoided the weekend and last week because of all the political activists and all that sort of stuff. I went up to Churchill War Rooms, which is near 10 Downing Street. There was no one in, by the way, because Keir Starmer had pissed off to wherever he is and with Donald Useless and all the rest of the bloody leaders, America, wherever he is. I don't know where he's back now, but he wasn't there yesterday. There were armed guards there and all that sort of stuff. I went down to see that. And then I saw, what do you call it? Horse Guards parade. I thought I'll go down there, not being seen that in like a long time. When I first went down Whitehall, where you go past the Senator, and all the other bits where they do the World War One, end of the armistice, and for the other wars as well. Passed over house and the Royal Horse Guards. There was no horses because they were doing some work to the actual place. And then later on, when I went back after being to the museum, because I was going to go up past there to Trafalgar Square, there was horses there, and obviously all shit everywhere. I was like, a couple of horses, a couple of guards, and all that, and an armed guard elsewhere. So there's a load of people. So I've got some photographs on that. So I've got a video from the day out, like travel vlog, and the video coming from Churchill War Rooms, and obviously the YouTube shorts as well. Because I went up to Trafalgar Square and then Leicester Square, pop around Leicester Square because you've got the Lego store and the M&M store. Don't go in the M&M store, but Lego store, and you've got the McDonald's, and you've got like all the different statues. Paddington Bear, you've got like Mr. Bean, Mary Poppins, etc., Lon Hardy, and all that. You can find all the statues. So I thought, you know what, go out for the whole day. And then went into his pub. Went back to Waterloo because I went on the underground and went up to Waterloo. But when I was coming home, I was going to go to the fire station pub, and I thought it looked a bit naff, quite expensive in there, more cut above. And I went to this place called Vaulty Towers. It's a weird bloody place. Rendition of the name Fawlty Towers. Like weird. If you go inside, really weird. It costs quite a bit, like for drinking that. I thought I'll have a couple of drinks and then go back, because I went all around a long way around. I thought, oh shit, I could cut through and going down about 2 minutes. I was 10 minutes walking. I was like, shit. But it was a good place. I had a nice pint. Yeah, nice pint. Camden. And then I had apple cider, and that's bloody the apple. For somebody, oh god, I can't have that too much. But it's a bit weird in there, if you can see like that. But it was all right. And then obviously Churchill War Rooms was great because I've not been in over 10 years. Last time I went with a mate, 2014, yeah, something like that. Very good place. It's a couple of hours in there, I think. I was in the queue 9:35, and then last photograph I took was 11:42. So I can have a couple of hours to get around there. So yeah, that was great, and so videos come for that. I've got some questions here which I'll answer randomly. I'll just start them before I forget. So we've got hi JMB and hi Woody, thanks for hopping in. Right. Chris's question there. So, have you had listing motivation this week? Yes and no. I've started my vintage journey. I had an account a year ago, but some reason I had to make a secondary email address. I had to change over, like wait 6 months for it to change over, and then I forgot and that. And a mate of mine about a month or two ago was doing a vintage journey because she wanted to sell a lot of stuff and stuff she makes and all that. And she's been doing that, selling most days, 1-2 items most days. And I thought, you know, I'll go and have a look at it again and change all the bits I did the other Wednesday. And I've got, at the moment, I've got 6 items on there. Nothing has sold as of yet. Had a couple of questions. Would you take so-and-so price? No, I wouldn't. Quite a few people have favorited my item. And I've got some other bits and pieces, games, and there's a microphone in there and a tripod and some Pokemon card files and a few couple of games. So yeah, in a way it has. I relisted some items while I was out for eBay, and I had one sale. Recently, sell similar. Sorry, 5 items on eBay, and I had one sale, which was a Togepi plush, like a little Pokemon. Which was quite good. I think I got like 11 quid in the end. Like, I think I had 15, took 11 because it doesn't really owe me anything. So I thought, okay. But this week's has been mega busy and stuff, and I was like proper tired last night. I went to bed early last night, and like, you know, being tired today. So yes and no, the listing motivation, but I've got it back because thanks to Vinted. On Vinted, I'm not listing too many items. Not like a mate of mine's got 280 odd. I've got 6 at the moment. Just stuff if I find in like my stock that's not worth putting on eBay, and I think, you know what, no point putting it to the car boot if I do another one, or put it to like the charity shop, no point. But then I put it on Vinted. And Mum's got a few bits and pieces that like up there. I won't have too many items on there because like don't be get banned off there again. As we used to be doing that. I've got like 2 followers. I follow 7 following. If you're on Vinted and you sell on there and just like follow me on there. Show my Vinted in a sec. Yeah, I've got like Rachel Fantastic Finds and Lex on there and Yorkshire Vintage. Mate of mine, Shelley Chelsea Rooney, Interior UK. I think that's Cheryl. She got 331 items on there, but I'm not sure who's who because I think it comes up if you're on Vintage Pro. I'm sure it comes up with a pro. I'm just testing the water at the moment. With me, I know it takes me so long to do things. If I don't do it, then it won't get done. If you know what I mean. Let's answer some other questions. No, not the end of the channel. I was just basically saying end of the car boots. Like what I find with car boots, they start mid-March if they're from March to November. But what I do find is they tend not to get really good until about May time. So March and April are usually not very good for car boots. Too cold. People don't want to sell. They want to sell in the warmer months, May, June, July, and August. After the bank holiday weekend, which is this weekend, should, in theory, fingers crossed, touch wood, all that, be really good. Like last weekend, people won't want to go and sell in the colder months like September, October, and the beginning of November. No, they won't, because most of the car boots are done by beginning of November, like October, November time. It's freezing cold, and like who wants to go and scrape off at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning? Like, you know what I mean? That's scraping the car, but it's a bit like scrape the car. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the channel. The channel's still going. Both my channels, my gaming channel as well. If I get round to doing it. But I find the car boots are not very good after bank holiday weekend. That's my personal opinion, but yours might be different. How was in? Oh well, that never happened. Basically, if you don't know, like, I'm looking for a part-time job and all that, as well as do eBay and help out around the house and that. And Vintage now, don't forget that. I was supposed to have a interview Sainsbury's last week. Last Thursday, the day of I went to a funeral, and come to the early morning and a message through basically to say that the person who was supposed to do it was ill and they'll arrange it. I'm like, oh great, that's all I needed. Then anyway, Thursday went and Friday and the weekend, and this week. I went out Tuesday and that, and I've heard nothing. I completely forgot all about it because I've been so busy lately and that. I need to give them a little message, but it never happened. But I had that before a few times where things don't happen like that. But we're getting there. Keep applying for things and seeing what's coming out, and then sending messages through to people. And it's like, have you heard anything? Is there any chance of getting an interview? Or, I mean, usual. It's not straightforward. The government in the country is so fucked at the moment. Not even knowing if Keir Starmer was in the country. It weren't yesterday because I checked online. There were people going in and out of 10 Downing Street when I went up to London. But, you know what I mean? High bike contests. Thanks for popping in. Evening, Richard. Hope your holiday was quite good. I did see the first part of your trip to Seville, or my mind's gone blank. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because I think you've done 2 videos from your. Because the first, Seville, because your first one you had to redo again. Yeah, it was interesting. I enjoyed it. Haven't left a comment yet. Don't really get a chance to watch many videos, but I've not seen the second one yet. But I hope you're well, mate. She's popping in. A guy got banned because people often do. That's why I kind of tend to don't want to do too much on there, just in case. But there will be things going on there, from what I've got, because I just need to get on there and sell stuff. No worries, Richard. So let's get on there. What am I doing? No, don't do that. No, don't do that either. I keep changing about. So no, share screen. There we go. Entire screen. Share screen. Here's my Vinted. Can you see that? Let's go with full screen. Yeah, there we go. Vinted. PF44881. That's when I just created it a year ago. It's like a random photograph of me. 2 followers, 7 following. And this is what I've got on there. 16 views, 1 favourite. I reduced that by a couple of quid. Just a tripod I had. I worked out it's easier not to crop the photographs like you do on eBay. I cropped your photographs on eBay to make it easier, but people can't be bothered to click into it. I find, especially via the app. Haven't done much with it. It's only been on a few days. Something I had for my own personal stuff. I'm not going to ever use again. Same with this one. It's a gun and zoom microphone. Oh, oops. It goes on to DSLR camera. It's got a dead cat on the top. And the sort of a bit like a dead cat. The wind thing. What's there down here? I didn't do too much of the description. If I can find it here. Yeah, it's a gun, record, mono microphone only, dead cat to block the wind. And then tonight, earlier on, I did 4 items up. So we got a game, just a random game they had that I found fell off eBay. So that's why I'm not kind of cropping, because people are so lazy to just click one to have a look at it, so they can see what it is. But a lot of people don't crop anyway, I find. Just, you don't need to put much on there. Just skin condition, manual. Same with time splitters and these. There's 2 of these, but each one's got writing on. I didn't want to put them onto car boot, take down a car boot, or chuck them, or even Well, I did put them onto Marketplace, but someone tried to. Oh, that's a bark. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Well, I'll tell you now. With these card folders, I put them on to Marketplace. Some guy messaged me about a day later to say, "Can I pick them up?" And it was my own fault. I'd gone out on a night out with a mate. There was a band playing at the local social club, and I went there. I had a few drinks, a bit of a hangover the next day, and I felt crap. So I didn't like do anything with them. He sent a message saying, "Can I pick them up?" I said, "Well, can you pick them up during the week? I'm not feeling very well," and it never happened. So, because one out of the two of these. So that's what I've gotten so far. We'll be putting some more on. For the vintage, all that stuff. Oh, there we are. Hopefully you saw that. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah. Lovely. What I was going to do, I'll read the comments in a sec. So as I was saying, I'm following some people online like Cheryl and Chelsea Rooney, mate of mine, Rachel Fantastic Finds, Lex, and someone called Laura, but I can't remember who it is now. So yeah. But I kind of got the idea to sort of crack on with it. Because mate of mine selling quite a lot, mainly most days. Because her vintage, go and check her vintage out. Is that one? That's a mate of mine, vintage. Whether it'll come up or not. Yeah. Literally down like round the corner from me. She's got bits and pieces because stuff that she was selling from her mum because her mum passed away and stuff that they don't need. She's not a reseller as such. She sold quite a bit. She's got 280 on there because she also does a lot of stuff like she makes and stuff, art and crafty bits. And I think she sold two today, one yesterday, one 3 days ago. So she's selling basically most days stuff that's like 5, 6, 7 quid or less. But do check it out. Check mine out as well. Because that one's mine. I don't want to like so there. This one's mine. I vintage. Oh, vintage. I mean vintage. I will be adding some more on, but yeah, it's got quite a lot on, so do check it out. Right, did you see some questions and comments? Me and Jay did Apps Court Farm on Sunday, and she made 200 quid, so that was good. Oh, that's great. Yeah, because Sunday I was at another car boot up at a rugby club, not about half an hour away. Second to last one, I spent 91 quid, £91.50. But I haven't been to Apps Court in ages. Every time I go to Apps Court, I cannot get anything there. I don't know what it is, if I'm a curse or what, with going to Apps Court. I can never find anything. I think I've been once this year and I saw flipping Sloth and he was getting hoovers and stuff. I can never find anything now. I will need to get back. I'll try and get back in September and have a look at Apps Court. But I just can never find anything there at Apps Court. Hi Richard, cheers for mate. Appreciate that. But that's good though, 200 quid. What's she selling though? because must be selling some high end stuff to get 200. Because when I did the car boot about a few weeks ago with my mum, I got £100 back. That was including the fee to sell there, a hook. And I thought that was good. I was selling a lot of stuff in bundles, you know. Beautiful playlist. When did I go to Apps Court? So it's good having a channel because you remember. I could look it up in a book. It's easier to go down the list for the channel. Apps. That was when I went to afterwards because I went to the other car boot. That's right. No, Apps Court. No, I went to Sunday, 6th of April to the car boot near Guildford. Apps. Oh, I've been once this year. I know I have. Because I saw a flipping sloth there. I've just got to try and find which one it is. So that was that one, 18th of May. Oh, it might have been this one. No, it weren't. It was the other one. I'll have to have a look in the book. I've got a book here. Bear with me. This year. So what we got? Three, warning, Farnham, popcorn. I did pick some stuff up there at Apps Court. I know I did. I've only been once this year. I can never remember which is which and what's what I've done. Oh, maybe it was before April. Okay, I'll have a look. I want to lost, but I will try and get back. Because I just thought I'd go there and have a look. It was Mother's Day. I went to Apps Court last. And it was crap. I found something good for my collection. Other than that, rubbish it was. Don't know why I bother, but as long as you make some good stuff there, that's all that counts. Makes good money. But I will get back at least one more time there. But I know someone who sells there quite regularly, and does well. But I just can never find anything at Apps. Hey, well, Richard, thanks for popping in. Got any questions? Put them in the side chat. I'll just show my Vinted account, which is here. This is the mate's one, so pop in there and buy some stuff. Hi, Chris. Are you well, mate? Seems like you had a good time at the festival. So I did see Andrea's Instagram. You went up to the festival. The south one. No, I'm going to the Instagram. A&D Andrea. Rewind South. Looks like it was good. Had some good people there. Which was good. Yeah, I'm just okay, cool. Right, cool. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good we came for it though. Good weather though, fully. Because it ain't that like mega far away, but it's great. Hi Pete. Hi Pete. Sorry, hi Ellie. Sorry, I just saw hi Pete. And I thought, nah. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Yeah, as I say, I saw that that festival and it looked pretty good. Right. Okay, cool. Any questions? Pop them in the side chat. We've got top fans. Richard, Ian, Cool. We're wicked. So videos. So I should be out Sunday, Monday, car booting. So there'll be videos from there and YouTube Shorts coming out soon as. I've got some YouTube Shorts coming starting tomorrow from my last car boot. And then I do have some videos I need to edit. London-esque videos and stuff. Other places I went to. Because coming up the end of September, I've got the eBay open. But a week before that, I've got a concert locally. And then concerts after that. And then just concerts and busyness, you know. So, you'll... Cool. So, presume I've got any questions. Cool. Yeah. But as I say, when September comes around, I'll try and get back to the other car boots because the one I go to at rugby club finishes on Monday, and then you've got the others like that you usually on. I'll try and get to some others because I think personally, all of them are going downhill anyway. Because you never know how good they're going to be, but it doesn't actually really matter. I personally don't think going to a car boot and you're seeing like all the business I've ever seen it. If you can't pick up some good stuff for yourself back online, then it kind of wasn't worth your time going. Because you never know what people are going to sell. Depending on what car boot you go to, depends on if people already brought stuff before you've even gone in. Like my local, which does my head in. Like, you're doing the right thing. You're queuing up, and the people jumping in cars going in, people walking around as well. Because when I was selling, I didn't get the footage on there because I was too busy setting up and that. But when I was selling, there was at least 100 people walking around, or regulars who got in the car boot other ways and trying to buy stuff. I'm like, oh well, great. That's why I like the rugby club one, because there's none of that happens. There's none of that. There's no fights, no punch up. There's no stress. I walk around there and just chilled. I chilled out. I've got some good stuff. And that, but other ones like talk about you waiting, especially like what Rick went, because he said he went to Apps Court there, but that's another one where you wait to get in, and once the buyers have got in, you're basically walking around for ages because they're setting up. So it's just like I can't even find much here. That's why I don't go. But it's just the way that car boots are. But you never know, because you always got to make a collective decision to what car boot you actually go to, because it doesn't matter where you live. You always have at least 2 to 3 car boots on, like, not that far away. Yes, you can travel to car boots, don't get me wrong, but there's other times where you just want to go local and you like got stuff on and want to go for half hour, an hour, and see what I can find. But I always work on, like, well, I've done this for a long one, not always, but done it for a long time. I worked on the fact that, like, you got to make sure it's worth your time going, because you got to pay the petrol and you get displaced and that. Especially when I go to jumble sales, is it worth me traveling an hour distance to get to this jumble sale? Sorry, and then just thinking like, am I going to get some good stuff? But you never know. That's what the main thing is. Like, you never know, because when I went to the last car boot, I picked up some good bits. I ain't going to get the bag because it's right way over there and it's heavy. I condensed it down. I moved stuff and put stuff away. So let me find the video. No, that's the wrong one. I want that one. Because I try and do the haul at the car boot now. Even if I get quite a bit, I just try and do the haul. So I picked up some books, some Biff Chip Kipper books, like phonics and stuff. That was good for a £5. She tried to perceive me to like look. I was like, basically, I said like, "Well, what are you doing for these?" And she was trying to tell me what is it like sold for online. I'm like, I know what it sells for online. I picked them up in the past. I sold them in the past. Some VHS tapes, Barney and Top TV. Some book sets, Winnie the Pooh, Little Miss, Mr. Men. They're all there. So that's a bonus. Some Super Zing should go for like 15 quid, paid free, standard bundle. Some games myself. Collection of like plushies, Charizard, Gabumon, and Roadrunner plushies. A Premier League 04 sticker book. I got a Yu-Gi-Oh sticker book, which sales are okay. And the best of a lot really was some Star Wars stuff, Star Wars cards that I picked up. And then I got some Ninjago cards. So I did pick up a variety of good stuff. But what I'm trying to do now is do the car boot at the car boot, because doing it at home it takes so long to do. I fall asleep. I'm like, shit, the light's gone. Oh, I've got to do that tomorrow now. I couldn't give a flying toss. People look at me. If you saw the video, people walking past, look at me going, "What's he doing?" Why not? You know, I can't remember the last time I did a haul from the car boot at home. But it's easier to do it at the car boot rather than not, because I try and make it as quick as I can. Oh, 22nd of June, that was the last one. But last few I've done at the car boot. It's just easier as such. You know. What we got there? Chris says there he goes. I go to one car boot that's between 3 to 10 cars. I always seem always to do well, but it's on the bank back from another one. Oh, right, okay. Right. That's what you got to do. You've got to make sure it's worth your time to go to these places, because where you used to live, you used to know your haunts, but now you live Norfolk way. You've got to know the haunts for the car boots. Do you go to any of the jumble trails, Chris? Because I knew, like Andrew and Nick says, there's loads of jumble trails around there. I know you go to the auctions. That's a given. You do that anyway. But it's quite a lot there, as I say, for the car boots there where you are. But yeah, you've got to try these things. Go different places. If it's bad, it's bad. Not what you can't do much. If you're having a bad day, or you get returning away, or you something happens, and you're just like not in the mood for it. You miss stuff. I always tend to do. But if you got go happy, the web's nice, and you're like out there, I find if I don't find anything in 5 minutes, I'm not going to find nothing. That's not always the case, but 8 times out of 10 it is. But yesterday, not yesterday, sorry. Sunday, I was absolutely creaming it. We all were. Pete was doing well. He was filming on his chest mount. I was filming. There's other people there doing really well. I was like, wow. Because it's the car above, you know. Yeah, a lot of jumble yard sales. Yeah. I thought it would be. Like where I am, there's a lot of jumble sales certain times of the year. But that's a good thing though. If you need to like bolster your stock up, you can just go out. If it, like, you know, it's good. I've not been to a jumble trail yard sale thing in years, but it's not what I do. But I still get a good stock. Just finding somewhere to put it. That's the problem, isn't it? No, in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, the way it is. If you've got any questions, pop them in the side chat. I'm just gonna check my vintage. I'm logged in. A vintage. See what's happening. see who's who. About an hour ago, I showed another sale. A mate of mine who I put the link into her Vinted. She had another sale an hour ago. She's selling like 1 or 2 things every day, which is good. She's not a reseller, but she's stuff that she needs to get rid of. Hopefully, I can get rid of some of the stuff as well. But I've only got 6 items on there at the moment, but there will be more when I get round to doing it. Cool. Got any questions? Pop them in the side chat. As I say, video wise, I'll be out the weekend sourcing for to resell back online Sunday and Monday. So videos from there coming. YouTube shorts coming as well. I've got some videos I need to edit. One from Chisholm Adventures I did months ago that I've not got around to doing because things happened and laziness and stuff like that. The video from London, the last one that I did, is it Hyde Park or Rinch Park? One of those parks. I've got edit. I might just edit it. Quickly get it out. Might be Hyde Park actually. It's Hyde Park. They don't get many views because what happens, the algorithm doesn't understand like my channel, the algorithm on my channel, how is it a reselling channel? Is it a vlog channel? That's why I try and do a bit of both. I find some videos do okay, others don't just sort that, don't do it. So, but if you like it, you like it. If you don't. I always gain some subscribers and lose some. So the way it is. But the London stuff, I'll try and do in the next few weeks. Trip to London and the Churchill War Rooms. Personally, years ago, I should have started a 3rd channel. Back then it would have been 2nd channel. But I can't even keep up two channels. Life is so busy. So you've got it on one. If you like it, you like it. You don't. Yes, I know you list every day, but I just don't get a chance. I list when I can. If I've got stock, 2 lists on there. Yes, I did. I did that over a year ago. And then I checked it out a few Wednesdays ago. I use Yodel and Raw Mail. Don't like anything. I will never ever use Every. Well, the only time I used Every is when Yodel was up to spout last Christmas. I always are on Christmas. I always have to use Every. I hate it. I hate Every. I always get a lost time with Every, and like the people, like a place that I can send Every, they don't scan it. They don't want to know. I just can't be bothered. I've got a nice guy who runs the local one of the local corner shops. I'm a friendly guy, and he scans it, shoves it in his bag, and done. For Yodel, Raw Mail just down the road. And I've got quite a few options for that, but I do Yodel and Raw Mail via Vinted anyway, because they, whichever one I do, small, medium, or large parcel, whatever, and that just gets added. And the person, if they buy the item, they give me the label, and I print it off and put it on the parcel. And then I have to wait for the money, because they've got a select on there for it arrived or something like that, and then the money comes in. And it's all good. But yeah, that's all I kind of do on there. I don't bother with other things with like Every or other impulse lockers. I can't be asked, But there will be some more coming up for Vinted, and I will try and concentrate on eBay as well, as time allows. But Vintage just piss easy. Now I'm to get the bloody lights out and professionalised photographs for eBay, cropping the photos and this, that, and the other, and adding a million items for description. No. But Vintage, just slap a few photographs on, tiny bit of description, nice little title, Bob's your uncle, basically, other than setting the price and the actual weight of it, like small, medium, or large, done. Hopefully they sell. You know, just getting that first sale going, then we will sell. Mate of mine's got it down to a T. I have all the post options on. I find in post are the quickest to deliver. I never had a problem with them. Fair enough. We're all different. I just use Yodel and Royal Mail. Done. Wallop. Done for years. So that's all good. Right. Just to recap, the car boots I find after the bank holiday weekend, the car boots seem to go down because it's dark in the mornings, colder. People don't want to go and sell. People just use vintage. You know, a lot of them. This year, though, is the first year that I've heard about as many this sells for on eBay than I'm listing this on Vinted. You know what I mean? You used to hear, oh, this sells for on eBay. I sell for 25 quid on eBay. People still do that, but not as much as people say, oh, I'll be listing a lot on Vinted. I've got this man on Vinted. The beats come down to the car boot. I think if more and more applications come up in the next few years, like 2, 3, 4 years, right? And allow you to sell on there for nicks or even for free, I personally think that there's not going to be that many people bothering to get up early to go down the car boot. People like clearance grafters, fair enough, they get up anyway because that's their part of their life, as well as going to house clearances and doing that, right? Which is very interesting to actually, you know, follow their journey via Instagram and their YouTube channel, Clearance Grafters. Let us know your Vinted and stuff, Richard and Antoinette, because I'll follow you. If you want to send me a private message, do. I try and follow as many people as I can on there. Yeah, because not tell my nosy sod. I just like see what people do and then just go through and like, oh, okay, you've done it that way. Maybe I'll do it better that way, just to get the first sale on Vinted and just get through. Because what I like people have been saying and telling me is you don't need to do much of a description or a title, just a couple of little photographs, done, and it sells. But yeah, hopefully get some good bits to resell on there and that. Hi Ian, how's it, mate? Hope you well, mate. Looking forward to your video when you get the Oh, are you gonna do it live, by the way? I'm just trying to think, because you did say that you did record a video for your grading. Yeah, your grading of the whichever they were. I'm just trying to think, like something's running from my brain. Are you can do that live, or you can do that as a video? Because I'm always interested to see people who get stuff back from companies who grade stuff. Fair enough, yeah. To be fair, I do that. I'm going, well, that's why I chop bits out of it. But yeah, just do a few of the YouTube short or go live, whatever. Yeah, just let me know tomorrow night. Well, what's tomorrow night? Friday night. Yeah, just let me know, because I'm always interested to see you, like, you grade stuff and stuff. Because you got some good stuff. Did you ever complete your or your kids' book for the women's Euros? Because they were trying to put them in all neatly, but some went a bit like that. Yes, I did. It was this one, wasn't it? Well, I'll get both of them up, actually. Where are they? Oh, I put somewhere now. I've got them. I got three at the weekend. So I got this one. That's nice because it's got a few stickers in it. It's not worth mega amounts. Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I got this one, a random little ninja guy with a few other cards that are in there. For £2 or £3, I think. And then I've got this one's probably the best of a lot because I've got one already on my eBay store, but this one doesn't have the Cristiano Ronaldo because I got that one before with Cristiano Ronaldo in there. If it was out, I would have got quite a bit of money, but the Ronaldo one's not there. But it's still worth it. It's still got quite a few. It's in better condition than the others because it's like the rookie one. Oh, you're buzzing. Nice one. Exactly, it's what I like to see. The England page. England, yeah. Wow, that's great. I'll bet we're worth a good bit of money, or you keep it all nice and neat in a frame thing. Yeah, it'd be great. Well, you got to do it, innit? Just do it because you can spend quite a bit of money by getting them, and then not find the ones you need. Yeah, I'll try and check it out tomorrow night. Just let me know. Yeah, I got one of those on there on my eBay store. Let me just have a quick look. eBay. Oh, why do they update the page? It's a pain in the arse, eBay. It's updating your stuff. Collectibles. No. Trying to go down there. 2 seconds. I'll tell you in a second, Ian. eBay. On games. That's not the one I wanted. Sports memorabilia. Albums, there we go. And that's when I got on for £50. It's got the Ronaldo inside. That's why I stuck it for 50. It's not in the best of condition, like the whole thing, but it's got the Ronaldo. Wow, well. Personally, Ian, well, I think it's ended boot sales. It's because that, well, not the end as in they've definitely gone, but I've talked about it in a sec. But why I think it's ended boot sales is because what I find the end of August, bank holiday weekend, which is this weekend, is the last good weekend of the season. Usually September, October, and beginning of November, when they end around my way, they're crap. People don't want to go out because they'll be selling on vintage. They can do it from comfort of their own home. They don't want to go out because it's too cold. It's dark in the mornings, etc. Also, why I think the end of boot sales as well, if going the other way, is the fact that places like Vinted and any other applications that you can sell on either for free or for a little bit of a fee, like Whatnot, etc., are slowly creeping up for people to sell on, rather than go, oh, let's go and load up the car, let's go down the car boot, let's sell so amount of stuff. You know what I mean? People don't want to do it. I've heard this year, I've heard the equal amount of people saying this sells for on eBay than I have, oh, I'm listing a lot on Vinted at the moment. It's easier and it's quicker. You know what I mean? That's why. Two sections and reasons why. I think personally, in 2-3 years' time, Carboots would be something that people would do less of, if you get what I mean. But the end of boot sales, you get like the colder months, like for example March, April, and that, and then September, October, November. People don't want to go out; it's too cold. People just want to stay indoors in the warmth and list online. forget eBay. People don't do that. A lot of people don't do that anyway. But you got Vinted and stuff, and you got people. A lot of people I've heard of are selling on Whatnot, and a few people who are not even in the reselling game have got into Whatnot. I'm thinking, wow, that's a bit of a thing, isn't it? But yeah, just let me know about your live tomorrow night. Or also you could just put a couple of YouTube shorts out for the cards, like what James Collects does. James, he puts out YouTube shorts, and it's interesting to see. But I'm glad you're getting it signed. That's great. But yeah, I did get some good ones. 1, 2, 3. Because the person they looked up some stuff online, on eBay, and like the empty Pokemon boxes and said for good money. But thanks for hopping in to watching the video though. I've just realised you've watched the video, which is great. I always appreciate people watching the video because I think the YouTube algorithm plays hell with my channel, because the fact that I don't just do reselling content, I go out and about and go to places like museums and parks and cities and stuff, which should be on another channel, but it's on a one channel, and I really enjoy that, as well as the eBay and the reselling side of things. But cheers everyone for popping in. We've got 14 left. Brilliant. There will be more videos coming soon. Hoping to edit one maybe Saturday. I know there's some YouTube shorts coming, one tomorrow from the last car boot. If not, then I'll try and get a video out from the car boot at some point. I'll just quickly read that. Ian says there, boot sales will still be around, I reckon. Too many people enjoy them. It's the only place you can shift everything in one go to. This is very true, Ian. Yes, this is very true about only selling a lot of stuff in one go. Yeah, true. Whereas even on places like Vintage, you got to wait around and then wait around for your money, and then this. Yeah, I totally understand that. I reckon they'll still be around, but there'll be less of the family sellers selling. But a lot of people do enjoy the car boots. Yeah, like the buyers and stuff. It's just that too many people at the moment, not just resellers, but too many people at the moment are causing havoc by causing fights and then people filming them and all that sort of stuff. That's the point. You know, but that's a good point, Ian. Right. POV means point of view. I don't know why they put point of view in who's been putting point of view in their titles though? Yeah, because it says here on TikTok, point of view is used in videos or as a hashtag to indicate that the video is meant to be watched as if the viewer were present or the viewer is in a specific situation. Right, okay. I've seen people do that though. Don't get me wrong. I just wonder who's putting it in there. Point of view. I saw one the other day. I'm thinking, why would you put that on there? Point of view, resellers. Come on, resellers, where are you? No, that's George's one. 4 a.m. a car boot. What else have we got here? Oh, I subscribe to a load of other people. No, I can't see any of the others. No, not Kyler either. But yeah, I know I did see one the other day. I'm thinking why, but I just didn't. I click on it. Oh, well, Yeah, she got some assets where people would like to see the point of view from. RACHEL, Rachel Fantastic. That's where I must have seen it. Free market POV. It's from your point of view. So yeah, perspective of a certain situation. So it might be in word point of view. To be fair, yeah, because she does that POV where she sells. Because she recently brought stuff from a car boot that I have been to before. Now, her point of view, she's putting POV in a lot of things. I have to work it out if POV is the in thing. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Just about to end the live because we're going an hour and 11 minutes. But I'll have to look at that, see if POV is in buzzword. Let me find out. Is the word POV no, actually buzzword? Yeah, is the word POV the new buzzword? Yeah, to tag caption to indicate that the content is being shared, represented, or perspective of a viewpoint of the person posting it. Okay, maybe it's the only one I've seen doing it though, but way it is. But yes, I'm not too bad. Thank you very much. I'm going to end the live here. So thanks everyone for popping in. Do check out my Vinted, which is up here somewhere. That's my eBay profile. Vinted. My Vinted here. It's in my post on my community post on my channel. And do like, share, and subscribe as well. Once again, and keep subscribed to this channel, my gaming channel, for what I do. And I'll catch you there. Take care, everyone. See you later. Take care.